WWE Championship, CM Punk versus Ryback versus John Cena. Uh, we will talk a little bit about the annoyance between this match and a little bit when it comes to the next match too. But we're gonna kind of uh, cross over between them, I'm sure. The first thing to address is if they booked Team Punk and CM Punk against Ryback in that kind of fashion, why did they need to switch this up and make it a triple threat? That screwed up the John Cena Dolph Ziggler feud. It screwed up the Ryback potential to win and be the sole survivor. It screwed up
And it fucked up Punk's like whole build up with Foley. So
the Team Punk against Foley thing. It fucked so much up. Now
it just
the
it
only
seems like
reason
one of those things where it's just like we need John Cena in a title match at a pay-per-view.
right now that he's not injured.
Yeah, now that his elbow boo-boos all healed up, like
His elbow boo-boos.
yeah.
The only reason I can see them doing this is my actual prediction of the match, which I think that Dolph Ziggler is coming down and he's costing the match for John Cena. CM Punk pins John Cena. That makes it so Ryback doesn't look bad. He'll be outside of the ring or something like that in the meantime.
I'd be laughing if Ryback just stood there and watched him do it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Somebody rolls up a cart of food and he's just like, oh, fuck.
Feed me more.
I've only eaten 6 times today.
And just hopefully, I'm gonna say Punk retains, and hopefully he does retain. I don't want him to lose the title to any one of these two. We're like 2 months away from the Royal Rumble. Just let him hold it until that event, please.
Right.
That's not too much to ask for.
I was enjoying Cena versus Ziggler. WWE was being innovative. They were going to do something with it.
I really thought, that we might have got a great pay-per-view match out of that. I really thought that was going to be a good addition to this card.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be really interesting, and I usually hate when they don't have the title defended, but I was actually all in for it. I figured that'd be a good...
Well, it's like, now finally the Survivor Series elimination tag is going to be the match of the pay-per-view rather than being in the middle of the card.
6 days later, they're like, nah, fuck it.
Now I think it's like this match here is going to be like the main event of the show.
It will be.
And the team match will be like the co-main event, or like where Team Orton versus Team Barrett was last year.
You know what it was? Someone shat their pants. That's what it was. They were sitting there like, the crowd reaction isn't that great for it, so let's just turn it into a three-way dance for the WWE Championship instead of actually having,
So we didn't officially announce John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler, so we'll make him like the new captain. We'll have Miz do a pseudo face turn. He can take Ryback's spot, and then Barrett's not doing anything. Throw him in Miz's old spot.
We'll talk a little bit about that more when we get into the elimination thing, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna cross over with this kind of stuff too.
For the love of God, please Punk retain. Just do the right thing and don't give it to either one of those two.
One thing I wanted to throw out when we were joking about all the jokes that we make and all the nobody likes anything, that kind of stuff like that. One thing I wanted to point out was I wrote a Bleacher Report article about both about.
Well, Tony, do you have to promote your outside projects?
Yes, I do. I wrote a Bleacher Report article.
No. You're not promoting your outside projects on this show, Tony.
Yes, I am.
Go and do it. Go and do it on I Got Gameplay.
I'm interested. Let him talk.
Okay, I'll let him talk.
I Got Gameplay.
I'll let you talk now, Tony. I'll let you talk now.
Made up the name. There's both an article on the elimination match and there's one on the WWE title match. And the WWE title match one, I just threw a little joke out there saying if CM Punk doesn't win, I'll be as surprised as I would be if Triple H put somebody over clean. And that apparently pissed somebody off, and they were like, oh, that's so unprofessional, and that put me off of you as a writer in this article and all that. For all the people that watch this show and they put up with the jokes like that and they don't get offended by it, and they know that this is just jokes and we blow some stuff out of proportion and we take shots because we would expect people to take shots at us too, and we do take shots at each other. I mean, we just, we did that like 6 times already in this episode alone. For the people that don't get butthurt about that kind of stuff, thank you, because I hate it when people get so frustrated with that stuff. Wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, I do see CM Punk winning here. I do see him dropping the title to The Rock. The only thing I'm in question about is whether or not Well, there's actually only two things: whether or not we're going to have purely John Cena against The Rock at WrestleMania, or if they're going to make that a triple threat with CM Punk included. I kind of hope not. And the other thing I'm questionable about is what do we have at TLC? Because I would love for them to have CM Punk against Mick Foley, but Mick Foley can't wrestle a TLC match. And they can't
I think he can wobble.
I think that's way too risky. I don't want to see Mick get hurt doing something like that.
Tables, wobbles, and chairs.
They could do something where they did in previous years where you have like, this is a tables match, that's a ladder match, and that's a chairs match. Chairs match were fucking terrible ideas though. This is a chairs
no
match.
No DQ except if you just use a chair. It's like, what? Yeah.
So stupid.
Screw job of the year with Batista though, if you remember correctly.
Yep.
But
I remember everything in terms of Batista, especially the crap.
Like most of it.
I love that character though. The Batista Kanye character was awesome.
Yeah. Kanye Batista is the only thing
the
that
best
was great.
Batista of his entire career.
Yeah.
But it was him pretty much.
He got interesting and then fucked off. So that was one of his things. But yeah.
I see them doing at TLC, because if they do John Cena against CM Punk again, then the Dolph Ziggler feud's done, and I don't think that they're going to do that. I think that we're going to have a singles match between Cena and Ziggler, from Ziggler costing Cena the match. Ryback, though, if they do Ryback, then they're going to have Ryback lose 3 pay-per-views in a row where he got screwed? That's going to suck. Like, then you might as well just give up on the character. You're going to kill him.
What did I say to people? I remember someone was saying to me that if done right, Ryback would get over as a major babyface. And I was saying that they're going to kill the character because they thrusted him in the main event position too early. Who was that? Was that me? I think that was me. Yeah, that was me.
They very well could be doing that.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? You can sit there and people keep going on about how amazing Ryback is, but the fact is, his character's going to be his character's already getting stale, and they need guys. You can literally turn anyone into the main event position. As long as you can get Kofi Kingston in it. Anybody who's in an upper mid card position can face Punk and still generate the same heat as if Cena was facing Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Vince,
I agree with you.
Here's an idea. Boost someone else's t-shirt sales, leave Cena and Ziggler in the position that they need to be in at TLC, because Ziggler needs the rub. Even if Ziggler, I would even love it if, you put him over. He actually put him over. Just saying.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking anyway.
One other option that they could do is and this would be screwing Ryback again though, is have a fatal 4-way: CM Punk, Ryback, John Cena, and Dolph Ziggler. I hope that they don't do it, but they could.
No, not with him leading a team.
And the only other one I can think of then is The Miz being responsible for Team Foley winning and getting a shot at CM Punk.
I've got a funny feeling that Miz is going to stay heel.
Well, we'll talk about that when that comes, but
yeah.
Does everybody think that CM Punk's winning?
Yes, I'm hoping that he wins. Yes, absolutely.
Nobody's buying into the...
I'm literally on my prayer mat at the moment.
Because if Ryback wins, that's just ridiculous, and it's going to do him more harm than good to win the title for like 2 months.
Nobody's buying into the idea that some people are, justifiably so, thinking that WWE is going to panic and they're going to give it to John Cena and do that whole, I was one day short of the year-long reign, and now they have Cena against Rock, and then they have Rock and Punk at WrestleMania instead. I don't think that they will, but it has been thrown out there.
If they do it that way, I would rather have Punk take the championship all the way to Mania, because then he would basically be on parallel with Hogan. If they don't do it that way, because Hogan obviously would have more reigns, but Punk would be the longest reigning champion in WWE's current history if they have him carry the championship all the way to Mania. If they don't do it that way...
The WWE era, anyway.
Yeah. If they don't do it that way and give it to Cena, I doubt Punk's going to get it back. My issue with Cena holding the championship is it's been done and dusted. It's been tried before. This is kind of like take a streak, in a way. I want to see someone who's worthy of taking this streak away from Punk. I don't believe it's The Rock. I don't believe it's Cena. I believe it should be someone new.
And that person's not Ryback.
Not Ryback at all, because the thing about Ryback, and I've said this, once, I'll say it again, he can't be utilized in the way that everyone wants him to be. He's kind of over. But the fact is, but the fact is, you can't allow a gimmick to get over, and then hopefully, once that gimmick goes away, expect the character to be over. His gimmick was the streak. It reminds me so much of Goldberg, apart from the fact that Goldberg can actually talk on the mic.
This is the part where if Daze was here, he would be saying that CM Punk's holding the title for Zack Ryder to win it.
No, but at the end of the day, if justifiably so, if the WWE had any common sense, Zack Ryder would be in an upper mid-card position at the moment.
Right.
But they don't have any common sense.
They completely fucked over the momentum he built for an entire year, which
he's still got that momentum. He still has the momentum. It's just they're not utilizing him properly. They're destroying his YouTube show. They're ruining his character. The best way, if you want to keep this guy happy, because he's selling T-shirts and he's an enigma of sorts, because he's the reason why Ziggler's in the position he's in at the moment as well. If it wasn't for the feud between Ryder and Ziggler wouldn't be anywhere near this level. When he was world champion, he didn't deserve the world title at the time. When he moved over to Raw, he had to start from scratch, and he had guys putting him over left, right, and centre, and still he wasn't as relevant as he should have been. As soon as he got in that feud with Ryder, boom, something clicked.
All right, that's kind of touching upon all the bases with the WWE Championship. Next and final part, we will talk about the elimination match, and that should be it then. So check out part 10 coming up right after this.